You're lying in bed, almost asleep. Everything is calm, everything is quiet. And then, suddenly, your entire body jolts, like you just fell off a cliff. Your heart is pounding, you're wide awake, and you have absolutely no idea what just happened. This has happened to you. It has happened to almost every human being on the planet. And for most of history, no one could explain it. Until now. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to tell you will completely change the way you think about falling asleep. What you just experienced has a name. It's called a hypnic jerk, also known as a sleep start. And it's one of the most common and most mysterious things the human brain does. Studies show that up to 70% of people experience hypnic jerks regularly. Some people have them every single night, others only occasionally. But almost no one escapes them completely. Here's what's happening physically. As you fall asleep, your muscles begin to relax. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing deepens. Your brain starts shifting from wakefulness into sleep. But sometimes, right at that edge, your brain does something strange. It sends a sudden, powerful signal to your muscles. A full body contraction. Arms, legs, sometimes your whole body. All at once. And you jolt awake. The scientific name for this is a myoclonic twitch. It lasts less than a second, but it feels like falling from a great height. The question is, why? Why would your brain do this right when you're trying to sleep? The answer goes back further than you might think. There are several theories, and they're all fascinating. Theory 1. The evolutionary misfire. The most widely accepted theory is this. Millions of years ago, our ancestors slept in trees, high above the ground, vulnerable to falling. As they drifted off to sleep, their muscles would naturally relax, and the brain, monitoring the body constantly, would sometimes misread that relaxation as the beginning of a fall. So it would fire an emergency signal. Wake up, grab the branch, don't fall. That response saved lives for millions of years. But today, you sleep in a bed. There's no branch. There's no cliff. But your brain still has that ancient alarm system. And sometimes, it still fires. What you feel as a hypnic jerk is your brain saving you from a fall that isn't happening. Theory 2. The transition. Confusion. Another theory suggests something different. As your brain shifts from wakefulness to sleep, it passes through a brief, unstable transition state. During this transition, the brain sometimes loses track of where it is in the process. Is it awake? Is it asleep? In that moment of confusion, it sends a test signal to the body. Are you still there? Are you still alive? The hypnic jerk is your brain doing a systems check, making sure everything is still connected. Theory 3. The stress connection. Here's something researchers have noticed. People who are more stressed, more tired, or more anxious tend to experience hypnic jerks more frequently. When your nervous system is overloaded, the transition from wakefulness to sleep becomes less smooth, more chaotic, and hypnic jerks happen more often. This is your body telling you something important. Your nervous system is overwhelmed. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. Example 1. The dreams that cause. Many people report that their hypnic jerk is accompanied by a dream. A dream of tripping, falling, missing a step, slipping off a ledge. This isn't a coincidence. As your brain enters that unstable transition state, it sometimes creates a micro-dream to explain the sensation. The jerk comes first. The falling dream comes a fraction of a second later. Your brain is creating a story to explain what just happened. You didn't dream of falling and then jerk awake. You jerked awake. And your brain invented the falling dream in the milliseconds that followed. Example 2. The caffeine effect. In sleep research studies, participants who consumed caffeine in the afternoon or evening reported significantly more frequent hypnic jerks. Because caffeine keeps your nervous system in a heightened state. And a heightened nervous system means a rougher transition into sleep. More false alarms. More jolts. This is one of the most overlooked effects of late caffeine. It's not just that it keeps you awake. It makes the process of falling asleep more violent. Example 3. The child versus adult pattern. Interestingly, children experience hypnic jerks far more frequently than adults, because children spend more time in the transition between wakefulness and deep sleep. Their brains are more active, more excitable. The transition is more chaotic. As you get older, the transitions become smoother, but they never fully disappear. This is why you probably remember the falling sensation from childhood more vividly than you do now. So can you stop hypnic jerks from happening? Not completely. They're hardwired into your brain, but you can make them happen less often. Tip 1. Cut caffeine. Before 2 p.m. This is the single most effective change you can make. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours. That means if you drink coffee at 4 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 10 p.m. Your nervous system is still activated, and your brain's transition into sleep will be rougher. Cut caffeine after 2 p.m., and most people notice a significant reduction in hypnic jerks within just a few days. Tip 2. Wind down. For 20 minutes. Before sleep, your nervous system needs time to shift gears. Scrolling through social media right before bed keeps your brain in a high-alert state. Loud music, intense shows, arguments, all of these make the transition harder. Give your brain 20 minutes of calm before sleep. Reading, quiet breathing, dim lights. The transition will be smoother, the jerks will be fewer. Tip 3. Reduce sleep debt. The more exhausted you are, the more violent the transition into sleep. This seems counterintuitive. Shouldn't being more tired mean falling asleep faster? Yes, but the brain doesn't transition smoothly when it's desperate. It crashes. And crashing means more hypnic jerks. Regular sleep, same time every night, creates a predictable, smooth transition. And smooth transitions mean fewer jolts. So the next time you're lying in bed, almost asleep, and your body suddenly jolts you awake, remember this: that jerk isn't random. That jerk isn't a malfunction. That is your ancient brain, built over millions of years of evolution, still trying to save you from a fall that hasn't existed for thousands of years. You carry that ancient alarm system with you every single night, and now you know what it is. If your brain fascinates you as much as it fascinates me, watch the next video, where I reveal another hidden system your brain runs every single day without telling you. See you there.